guys, so we are at Toon Fusion this weekend. This is a Saturday and Sunday convention, so we'll be here for Mother's Day. I'm crouched down behind my convention table here. I just finished setting everything up, so I'm kind of having like the last little minute to film for you guys before we set up and get started here. But I will show you guys a short run through of our tables. So we have a couple new items that we're displaying at this convention. And this convention's different. I am just tabling alone today. So this is my first solo convention. And you may be wondering, where's Tucker? So I'm gonna show you guys where he's at today. So let's go check in on Tucker.
Hey everybody, it's Bear, and yes, you read the title of this video correctly. We are doing 2 conventions in one day in 2 different states. I'm here up in Washington in Olympia at Evergreen State College doing Chibi Chibi Con, and Pixie is down south in Eugene, Oregon doing day 1 of Toon Fusion. So at least on the first day for both of these conventions, we're split up in different states. So please wish us luck, and we are just getting started on the setup here. Alright guys, I know this is a little bit more close-up than usual. That is because one thing I forgot when coming up to Washington, camera batteries. I used up all the camera's battery when I was doing the setup stuff, so that's a bummer. But we're just going to do the phone here for a while, and already 2 sales in 20 minutes. That's pretty cool. So we'll keep updating you today as Chibi Chibi goes along.
And continuing that string of bad luck, I also had some issues starting off. I couldn't get the square reader to connect the take card. There was a big rush of people right at the start, but about first 30 minutes I could only take cash, which was a huge bummer. Thankfully I was able to get a hold of Tucker, and he was able to help me out and get it fixed. The other thing that Tucker noticed while he was up there prepping for Chibi Chibi Con was he only had 1 of the 5 cat magnet designs. I was working on prepping and packing stuff for his car the night before, and somehow completely forgot his half of the magnets, which I was super upset about because they have been one of the most popular designs at cons lately. That is my personal favorite. Alright, awesome, thank you. Alright, have a good one. Hi. Good, how's it going? It was good to see you again. It was like seeing you, like I knew your faces.
Just came to check it out, and I saw your post.
Oh, cool, thanks for stopping by.
I didn't know there was one in Eugene, so I just came to check it out.
Cool, well thanks for stopping by, that's awesome. Oh yeah, definitely. These are brand new, so you are the first one to buy them. Alright, do that. There you go. And a freebie sticker, so thank you so much for supporting.
Alright everybody, so we are still going at it here at Chibi Chibi Con. We're just about halfway through, and it's slowed down a little bit, but it's still been a really, really good day so far. And I'm hearing that it's going quite well for Pixie down in Eugene. So why don't we tune back into her and see how she's doing. But as far as it's going up here, it's awesome. So hope she's doing quite well down there too.
This sounds good. I'm about to do it first.
Thank you. That is so cool. Thank you. That is awesome. I'm gonna like keep it over here on the side so it's safe. So that is so cool. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
I'll say as soon as I saw that.
Oh, thank you. You came prepared. Alright, let me get these for you.
As soon as I saw that Cinderella one being posted online, I was like, oh, I think Tim's gonna love that.
Oh yeah, is that your favorite or?
I like the Disney.
Yeah, gotta go with the classics. Alright, cool, thank you so much.
I say this one turned out really well.
Thank you.
I was gonna get it.
You wanna do that one? Okay.
That's right. That looks really good.
Thank you so much.
I remember like seeing the video you posted.
Oh, the speed paint. Oh, I'm glad you watched that. That's cool. Yeah, I've been trying to get into like more of like the speed paint process. Too fast. All right, well, thank you so much. All right, have a good one, guys. Thanks. We are about a couple hours in. All right, I'm just getting a split second to give you guys an update. So we sold 1 desk mat so far, so that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. And it's been pretty busy. Like, I've been having to run around like crazy. And we had a special customer, and he dropped off this little art piece that he made, and it looks so cute. It looks so good. He got like bear's glasses and everything there too, so that's so cool. So thank you. And yeah, it's going pretty good so far. It slowed down a little bit for lunch, but again, like, it's still pretty busy. So yeah, we'll kind of see how things go. We've made quite a few sales so far, but yeah, we'll keep you guys posted as we go.
All right, everybody, we just passed the 2-hour mark, so we're about a quarter of the way through the show, and we're doing very well so far. We have made everything back, and we're in the profit already, which is insane. So thank you to everybody who's been coming, and we'll keep you updated for how the rest of the day goes.
Everyone was so nice at this con, and I got so many wonderful and kind compliments on my artwork, and people literally running up to see the desk mats. Thank you so much to everyone for all your support, both in person and online. I really do try and take the time to read and reply to all the comments. Alright, hey guys, we are 4 hours into the convention, just kind of giving another update. It's a little bit slower since we're around lunchtime, but it's still really good. Lots of people stopping by and like commenting on the desk mats, so that's awesome to hear. But yeah, everything's still going pretty good. We'll just kind of see if it picks up after lunch here.
Hey everybody, we're about 3/4 of the way through Chibi Chibi Con now. It has really slowed down from the first half. The first half was amazing, and this back half is not really starting off too good, but still making some sales, which is great. We've already done really well financially on this one, so it's been a blast so far, and has been really, really worth it to be here this year again. Last year was great too, so we'll keep you updated and show you what it's like at the end here quite soon.
It's about 4:30 right now. We have about 2.5 hours left. We're just kind of like a slow crawl to the end, to be honest, but it's still a really good con. There's still a lot of like really good cosplayers walking around. I think most people at this point are probably doing panels or maybe going getting dinner and stuff like that too. So yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes for the rest of the day, but it's pretty slow at this point. Since about like 3 o'clock, it's been pretty slow. Hey guys, it is now 6 o'clock. We have about 1 hour left. Yeah, it's basically dead at this point, but so I'm interested to see how tomorrow will do. It is Mother's Day, so I'm not expecting it to be super busy. But yeah, it's pretty dead at this point. But again, like the neighbors have been really cool, really awesome. I'm really excited to have some time tomorrow to kind of walk around and check out everyone's table tomorrow. So I think I'll probably wrap up here, and then I will see you guys tomorrow.
Hey everybody, we have all finished up with Chibi Chibi Con. I am packed up in the car now, and I'm ready to head home. It was a great day. Definitely slowed way down on the back half, but honestly, the first half was so good. Definitely overshadows the back half. Honestly, thanks to all the staff at Chibi Chibi. You guys are awesome. I had lots of help today from them, especially as I was riding solo today for this con. Cannot wait for day 2 of Toon Fusion, where I helped Pixie finish off that con this weekend. And honestly, great Chibi Chibi Con. I definitely want to come back again next year. This con is always good to us.
Hey guys, we are starting day 2 of Toon Fusion, and look who's with me today.
I'm back.
Yep.
Back from Washington. Although I really didn't do much. I was barely just working at all. Didn't have to do a whole convention all on my own.
All right, so yeah, we're getting into day 2 here, so hope to see you guys there.
Hope to see you here.
Day 2 started a bit slower, but once it hit around 10 a.m., it really picked up. Thank you so much for that now, Safari. Yeah, no problem, yeah.
It's scary.
They do have a 2 for 16 if you want to get another one, just throw that out there.
Dollar 16.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one. Thanks, guys.
Did we get a? Oh, you got a bag? Okay.
You're all set. Did you want that text receipt?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one. Thanks.
Hey everybody, we are just kind of wrapping up Toon Fusion. We got a couple more hours to go, but so far, second day has been really good actually.
Doing really, really good, especially for a Sunday, and it's Mother's Day, so happy to all the mothers out there.
Yep, happy Mother's Day. We were very surprised. Honestly, we thought it was going to be dead, but it's been a lot busier than we thought. Not as busy as yesterday, but it sounds like from what you've said, Pixie, but it's still been pretty good. So we'll keep on trucking and give you another update here soon. Everybody.
Are you the artist?
No, my wife is.
Oh my gosh, you're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Do you have your commissions?
I do. Actually, I have a Lofi on my Instagram.
Yeah. So this is my wife's coffee, or Ko-Fi, whatever it's called.
It's not for this for you. Okay, perfect. We're not. I guess I don't.
Yeah, the link is right there, so it should be ko-fi.com.
Perfect.
There you go, yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, she does a phenomenal job.
Oh my goodness, yes.
We're working on in the background, we're working on our own graphic novel. Yeah, which will be super, super cool once it's around. It's going to take us a bit to get it all made, but
Right.
we are really excited for it.
Awesome. I'll grab a card too. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, guys, I'm covering while Pixie is getting to look at the artist alley right now. So hopefully she's having fun. She didn't get to do that yesterday, so now that I'm here, I can help cover. The Breakfast of Champions. Mini M&Ms. And caffeinated sparkling ice. Will I crash later? You bet. But it's getting me through right now after yesterday, which was insane. I did the math yesterday. I worked 17 3/4 hours. I was up at 5 a.m., drove all the way up to Washington, came back. It was really crazy. It was definitely worth it and a ton of fun. Pixie, it looks like she's spending some money at some booths right now. I'm getting notifications like crazy that she's spending some money at different booths. Speaking of Pixie, she's coming back right now. And here she is, guys. I was getting notifications from your phone that you were buying stuff at Cash App, or on Cash App.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
I was trying to find the wooden, like the mermaid one that she had. I was trying to find that one.
The wooden print thing?
Yeah, I couldn't find it though.
Yeah.
I don't know where they had it.
Man, that's a bummer.
Yeah. I was wanting to get one.
Yeah, I had just a little handful of those already.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It's like, where are my M&Ms?
I was telling the crowd, the Breakfast of Champions, caffeinated sparkling ice and mini M&Ms.
Yep. Do you want to walk around?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Yep.
All right. I'll see you when I get back.
Okay.
Leave. I'll be back, guys. Signing out.
I went on a little shopping spree, and Tucker loves Pokemon, so I got him this little Pokemon notepad.
Don't tell him. I also got a Calcifer sticker. Add it to my collection of
How are you?
stickers. Wait, I want to show you a surprise.
Oh yeah?
I got you something.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I know how you like your sticky notes.
Oh yes, Squirtle. Squirtle's on your Snorlax. That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's cool. Where was those at? Where were those at?
Down that way, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a guy who has a really cool Kingdom Hearts print actually.
Ooh, that's cool.
For 25 bucks over there. I'm debating whether or not I want to get it or not.
25. What size is it?
It's like, it looks like 11 by 17.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's a pretty decent size.
All right, hey guys, we are back home now. So we've kind of recovered, taken some time off to kind of recuperate and everything. So from our point of view, it was a really good convention. Getting back into the numbers of how both conventions went, we'll kind of break it down a little bit. But basically talking about Toon Fusion and how Chibi Chibi Con went.
Yep.
Overall, it was like the best weekend we've ever had number-wise.
Wow.
Even just looking at Toon Fusion, like Toon
Yes.
Fusion was groundbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we did do 2 conventions on one weekend, across one weekend, which is obviously going to inflate those numbers a bit. We're going to definitely do a lot better by having 2 shows at once. However, it was a really, really good weekend for Toon Fusion. That one is actually probably our most profitable convention of all time. I think a lot of what made that our most popular convention of all time is because it's right in our backyard. There wasn't a lot of travel time and costs added on. We were able to keep costs incredibly low for Toon Fusion, even though it was technically quite comparable to some of the costs that have come up for when we've gone to other conventions, things like that. It actually cost us more to do Toon Fusion rather than Chibi Chibi Con, in all honesty as well, when you run the numbers. If you compare the 2 conventions directly, Chibi Chibi Con, we really needed to hit at least 127 bucks to make profit, past that to make profit, and at Toon Fusion, that number was 215. So technically, the bar to hit was lower for Chibi Chibi Con, and even Toon Fusion still did way better. Technically, there are 2 days, but when we ran the numbers, because we were messaging each other the whole time as Alexis was doing Toon Fusion and I was doing Chibi Chibi, she made more money than me in the first day at Toon Fusion.
Well, to
for
be
sure.
Granted, I did have more hours on Saturday too, because you had a later start.
Yeah, but only an hour and a half difference. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
it's not
okay.
really that huge of a difference, I think, between the 2 shows. But Chibi Chibi was still worth it to go. I can definitely tell you, it's a whole other experience trying to do this all on your own. I mean,
for sure.
I don't know what it was like for you, but I mean, I had to completely set up my table all by myself, or I should say our table all by myself.
Yeah.
And normally we set it up together, and we kind of have like a routine. Like I do the backdrop stuff, and I kind of help with that, and then I jump in on the products as, after my lovely wife here gets all of the grids set up and things like that on the table. And so at this point though, I was doing the whole thing. I wanted to absolutely though shout out the Chibi Chibi Con staff. They were really, really awesome. They literally watched all of our stuff as I went and go and parked the car, which was super generous and nice of them. I could have asked for more help actually too, because they offered help in building up the table, and honestly, I was totally going to do that, but then as I kind of got going, I was like, oh, well, actually I'm kind of able to do this on my own. It wasn't even that big of a deal. So I was able to get everything set up and parked and all that with like 5 minutes to spare before we opened.
Oh my gosh.
at Chibi Chibi. So that was really cool. But the whole day was a blast. Met a lot of great people. There was a lot of great sales and just connections made, and it's still a great con to do for sure.
Oh yeah.
And I would definitely love to do it again next year. I don't know if we're going to do the 2 conventions in one.
Yeah, I don't want to do
weekend
that
thing
again. That's a lot. I don't know if I want to do that again.
Yeah, it was a lot. So what about you for Toon Fusion on the first day?
Well, I technically had the easier setup because with Toon Fusion, they allowed us to set up on Friday night. So we were able to go in Friday night, kind of set up for like the most part of the table. And then all I had to do on Saturday morning was bring in the product and just kind of do like last little minute things. So I had kind of an easier time setting up on Saturday.
That's all right. That was by design, everybody. I chose the harder path. It's a gentlemanly thing to do. So.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the whole time it was fun texting you back and forth and stuff, but I definitely, this experience really made me realize I prefer to do it with you.
Yeah.
Not solo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I don't honestly know how anyone in the convention, like how you guys do it, like tabling alone. I mean, for like just one thing, like trying to do bathroom breaks, like I didn't really get a bathroom break until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I didn't either.
When it like slowly, like when it started to like slow down. So, and then like my neighbor was super nice to like watch our table for me.
Yeah.
But that of itself is really hard to like just manage everything and stuff. It's always so nice having someone to help and things like that. And then it was kind of nice too, like we were texting back and forth and we had kind of like a little bit of a game.
Yeah.
Where, you know, like, oh, I just sold this, like, oh, I just sold that, or like, you know, stuff like that too. It's like kind of a little mini competition between the two of us, but that kind of helped a little bit of the day go by. So that was fun.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see between the two conventions what was selling. Because both of them had like different popular items. And when I was at Chibi Chibi, I mean, like, for me, it was like the Ariel and Rapunzel prints were like flying off the shelves. There was a bunch of other stuff you were selling that was more popular, and you barely sold any Ariel and Rapunzel prints.
The most popular one for me was probably the magnets, and then also basically kind of like the unpopular prints were like the most popular for this weekend. So like the tropical beach print, and then also the lighthouse were super popular.
The interesting thing too is that there was a lot of questions about if the koi mermaid would become a mouse pad. You know, we had a lot of conversations about how many designs do we do,
like how many of each, because like it was getting pretty expensive too.
Yeah, and how many, you know, like the whole conversation about oversaturating a specific you know, piece of art, and you know, how many times can we use that as a product really, and you know, what's the kind of secret sauce there.
Yeah.
That was all stuff we really talked about. So who knows, that koi mermaid may show up as a mouse pad in the future. We'll have to see. Keep posting all of our newsletters, and like and subscribe if you can, please. That'd be awesome. And you'll maybe see a mouse pad of with that koi mermaid design in the future. So, but it was definitely that is a kind of a whole other thing as you're comparing and between the sales of two conventions, and even when we were preparing for both, just trying to figure out what products we wanted to do, and the cost of trying to get all of that product ready and things like that was very interesting too. I mean, it was a whole other challenge trying to get everything set up for two conventions. And now we kind of have a spare setup, so God forbid anything happens like Anime Washington where all of our stuff is stolen again. We have a whole backup display and everything now ready to go for a situation like that. Instead of when Anime Washington happened, we had to replenish everything. We had to get back everything. So
yeah. Well, the funny thing was too, kind of speaking of like prepping for the conventions. So I was like prepping and like packing a lot of stuff, like kind of the night or like a couple nights beforehand. And then when you got up to Chibi Chibi Con and you're kind of like setting up the table, it's like, hey, I don't have any magnets.
Oh, yep.
Like none of the magnets. I think you said you had like one out of the 5.
I had the long box kitty. Those were the only ones I had, and I sold all of the display ones that I had with me, because I had display ones, but that was it.
Yeah. For some reason, I completely forgot the magnets for him. So, which was like, again, like I said, one of the most popular prints, or one of the most popular products that I had for Toon Fusion that weekend. Like they were really popular, so I was so bummed that I forgot to pack those for you, because I know they would have been really good.
It totally happens. I did have a lot of people asking about them, and you know what I was able to do, and what I would do with all of you lovely people watching us right now is point you to our website where you can buy as many magnets as you want. We print them on demand, so you know, that's where I really just pointed everybody. It was a big bummer because I did have a lot of people asking for those. They really want them. I think they probably would have been very popular, but you know what? I think it was a miracle we even pulled off 2 shows at once.
Yeah, seriously.
Honestly, that's why we kind of wanted to do this in general, was because we thought it would make an insane video for you guys to watch. You know, just the idea of us, you know, doing 2 conventions at one time over one weekend. I thought that was something that not a lot of people get to do, and that there's not a lot of times I've really seen it from other creators that they've tried to do. And that's usually, I think it's the uniqueness of our business, of our brand, that, you know, it is us too, you know, making all these things and doing all these things together. And so we're kind of able to, you know, we're both the face of this thing, and we're both an integral part of it. So it really is our, you know, kind of a fun way to do that. But I don't know if I'd ever really do it again, honestly.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. I mean, just like prepping for one is a lot too. That was Saturday, so how would you describe Sunday when you got back to Toon Fusion?
Well, Sunday was really fun too. I mean, you know, I definitely helped sell for a while that day too. Although I was able to kind of, you were very, very charitable and nice. I was able to meet some of my childhood heroes, and was able to get some signatures from them. We had a bunch of really cool voice actors that were here at Toon Fusion and for that weekend. And I was able to meet James Arnold Taylor and David Kay. They are the guys that voiced Ratch and Clank, respectively, and in the Ratchet and Clank games. I was able to have them do some signatures. I went to their panel, went to another couple actors panel that was really cool as well, like the back end of it anyway. So I was able to kind of do some fun stuff, and then I helped sell. It was really fun to meet people, talk with them, and kind of get their opinion about the convention and things like that. And it was just, yeah, it was a whole another day. It was a little bit disorienting, I gotta say, because my brain was thinking, well, wait a minute, I'm not, where I'm supposed to be selling, this doesn't even look like it, like what I was selling it yesterday. And so it was a little bit disorienting there, but it was overall a fun day. And we actually, Sunday was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought because it was Mother's Day too, that it was just going to be a lot slower, and honestly, kind of like just a little bit slower than Saturday from what I saw from your numbers.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I think, like, I don't know the exact numbers, but basically, just attendance-wise, it was a little slower at the beginning and a little slower at the end, but like overall, it was a lot busier for a Sunday than I honestly would have expected. You know, especially again because it's holiday and just like normal kind of attendance for Sunday is usually a little bit slower. But this one overall was pretty good. Like, it was still pretty busy. I guess like any
Cons to the cons?
Yeah. Yeah, basically. It's like either Chibi Chibi Con or Toon Fusion.
Honestly, I wouldn't say there was a con at all with Chibi Chibi. I think they've kind of, that show is a great show. I think they really nailed the feel of it. I mean, obviously it's a smaller con, so they don't really have a lot of voice actors and stuff, or, you know, any celebrities. I mean, they did have the voice actress that played Lucy in the Peanuts, which is, you know, all those Peanuts specials, Charlie Brown Christmas and stuff, which was really cool. That they had her. I didn't even know that she was going to be there that day. Cool thing about Chibi Chibi too, if you're just wanting to attend it up in Olympia, Washington next year, this year, I don't know if it's going to be like this every year, but this year the tickets were free. They must have been free last year too. We must have missed that. But so honestly, there really wasn't any, you know, negative aspects, I would say, to Chibi Chibi Con. Our placement was really good. I mean, well, just the artist alley in general was placed really well. Really good foot traffic. It was great, and the people that ran it, they ran a very solid, tight ship. I don't think I'd change anything about it. They did a great job.
Nice.
You know, what about Toon Fusion? What do you think? You have pros and cons for that?
Yeah, I honestly think Toon Fusion I really, really liked it. I really liked the layout. I think I talked about this a little bit earlier in the video, but like just like the overall, like the booths and everything, like we got an upgrade. I think like everyone in the artist alley got an upgrade because we initially bought a 6-foot table. Yeah. But for whatever reason, I don't know what happened, but we got an email saying that everyone was going to be upped to an 8-foot table instead. And like, okay, I'm not gonna say no to that. Yeah. So that was really nice. And just kind of getting there too, the table was pretty wide, so you had like room on either side to kind of exit or step around. If you do conventions, you kind of know that most conventions were kind of packed in like sardines. Yes. Like there's hardly any room on either side of us or behind us. But Toon Fusion, we had a lot of room. I didn't feel crowded. Like I felt like there was a lot of breathing room, and I had like a lot of stuff kind of spread out kind of behind me, which was really nice. I can kind of walk around a little bit. So that was really, really nice. I really did appreciate that. I hope they keep that for next year too. It's like that was one aspect that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I felt like the Artist Alley was in a good location too. Actually, I would have meant Chibi Chibi Con. It did kind of feel like us vendors were really packed in like sardines.
Yeah.
That might have been like my only con, I would say, for Chibi Chibi Con. But other than that, I don't really think that was that big of a deal. I think I was feeling it more because I had to keep all of our stuff together.
Yeah.
So I really didn't have as much space to move around and stuff as a result of that. There's Zoe, our little furry friend here. But yeah, so honestly, both cons were largely positive, for sure.
So yeah, definitely would do either of them again. I hope they don't overlap next year again, because I
Yeah.
would love to go to like actually both of them. And then we've got a couple other events coming up here later. So I'll put like a calendar up here. So we'll kind of be going to Washington State Summer Con, and we've got
Yep.
a couple other ones going on later in the summer. So we'll kind of announce those as we get closer.
Yep.
But we've got like, as we get closer to the fall, I think we have one like almost every month. There's like
We do.
at least one every month. So
We absolutely do. And
definitely.
Yep, from August on, we have one every single month. Other than December. We don't have anything currently in December, is what I'll say, because there's a tendency that we have to, we see it, we'll apply for it, and see if we can get it. So who knows? We probably will be selling in December. We aren't selling right now anywhere in July, and I think it's too late to be selling anywhere in July. So July will be kind of a paused month for us on the convention side of things. So.
Yeah, at least before the chaos.
Yeah, and chaos is definitely the operative word, that's for sure.
If you want to check anything out, check all the links down below, and we hope to see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, bye.
Bye!